Welcome back to Class Farms, guys. Kai over here, tuning in from Knoxville, Tennessee. GOA's event, Gun Owners of America event. There's going to be a bunch of exhibitors, just like the SHOT Show, the NRA Show. A bunch of guys down there, manufacturers, companies out there exhibiting their new products. We're going to get in there and actually check them out. We were just at the range, shot some of the products, which you guys will see on the screen. We're going to get out there, see what's out there, what's new, what's not, share all that stuff with you. So with that being said, let's get going. All right, guys, here we are at Dead Air. I've got Tassin and Justin with me, and we're going to talk about some suppressors, right? So, Tass, go ahead and start. What do you got?
So here I've got our RXD 30 suppressor. We went over this in some previous videos, but just to touch on it again, so our new 3D printed 30 caliber silencer in collaboration with Ruger. Super happy with this one. All 3D printed titanium. Utilizes Triskelion baffles and Nomad baffles in the front, so a little bit of a hybrid system, and then has our e-brake printed into the silencer, so a little bit more bang for the buck. Good hunting precision bolt gun can for you. This one's going to be pretty awesome, 12.4 ounces on this guy, and it's going to retail at $11.99.
Yeah, and we actually helped Dead Air launch that product. I was so impressed with that because we're shooting 308, right? Through it. Well, that's what we did. No ears, no ear protection. It was extremely comfortable. Normally, you know, even if you have a suppressor on a 308, yeah, like even 5.56, right? It's just not that comfortable. You still need some sort of ear protection. That one, I didn't feel the need to, and we were all very impressed with that. So
yeah, so super happy with this product. All the recoil reduction, the sound reduction you expect from Dead Airs, and some sweet collaboration and a cool burnt bronze color. Yeah, you know, as a nod to Ruger.
It's my color right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, if you've tried this on a 308, you love it. You got to try it on a 7 PRC. I'm just saying, you know, it shines no matter what, but you get into those like higher pressure calibers, and it really shines. It'll surprise you.
Well, that means we got to try it. That's awesome. It is a very impressive can, and you guys launched something else with it, right?
We did. Yeah.
Look at this.
Wow, that is more fitting. I see that. That is Justin right there. But
okay,
talk about it.
So this is the RXD 22 Ti, launched at the same time as the RXD 30. This is our new rimfire silencer, rimfire applications. So this has a, let's see if that's loose enough. We can just pull this out. 3D printed titanium single piece core. This is a version of our Triskelion baffles, adapted for rimfire applications. Yeah. So that's all going to be one piece, and then a machined tube that just screws into. And
super quiet too. We tried that. That. Well, it was incredible.
Very, very quiet.
Like the mask.
Yeah. Mask is awesome. Yeah. Like the mask, no first round pop. Yeah. On this can, which is obviously one of our favorite things. And then a couple of the other just features about this specifically are one, 3D printed titanium but PVD coated, so that helps this be a little bit easier to clean. I mean, most people know shooting 22 gets pretty dirty. It's a dirty round to shoot. 22 cans get super dirty, so the PVD coating helps that be a little bit easier to clean. And then this, something we have not done before, you haven't seen done a lot.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, the RXD 22 Ti actually comes with this is our XRF muzzle brake. So that's essentially a quick detach muzzle brake mounting system. This has threads on it that you could put these on all your 22 long rifle, your 22 WSM, your 17 HMR, all the way up to 5.7. You could have one on everything, and then just kind of move this thing around quick and easy. Or if you want to just run it like a direct thread can, you can torque that muzzle device into the body of the core, into the core, and you can just run it like a direct thread can.
Dude, that is super cool, and I think nobody else does that, right?
Yeah. I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
I haven't seen it.
Obviously, the XRF is our design and similar to our rifle muzzle devices in the Xeno family. So, that's unique to us.
That's pretty good. And I see you're holding a Mojave in your hand.
Yes.
Mojave 9 especially. That my favorite, one of my favorite from Dead Air. So what's that?
So this is our Mojave 45 silencer. So obviously we took everything we learned from the Mojave 9 and put it into a 45 pistol and submachine gun can. So this is full auto rated for 45 ACP. Sounds absolutely excellent on Mac 10s. So good times. It is modular as well, so you can run it short or long. What's cool about this one is, like some of our other silencers we've started to push out this year, we have a hybrid baffle system. So you've got Triskelion baffles here in this main module, and then in this module we've got some other different style of baffles as well. So merging two different baffle technologies into one can has been something we've been pushing forward, and it's been really good success for us.
Yeah, Mojave lineup overall fantastic. We've got that 45 can over at Classic. You guys have seen the videos. If you haven't, definitely check out some of our especially PCC videos that we've done most recently. Incredible. It is super quiet. I love it. Overall, just I think my favorite 9mm can so far is the Mojave 9. 45 is just, now I'm just starting to experiment, and it is incredible. So it's naturally subsonic, fantastic. And you got something else? What's
Lastly, I know you said we were going to make this quick. Then Tassin and I grabbed 2 cans each.
I mean, with you, it's generally quick. With us,
we're
but
still,
I figured, but I was wrong.
He's unstoppable. We're still out. Yeah, we're out here doing this. Sandman X. You guys have talked about this can. We've talked about this can a lot. But this being one of my favorites, we're always going to push this. This is, 30 cal bore size. You put this on your AR-15, your AR-10, semi-auto, 30 cal cartridges, whatever you want.
Anything 30 or below.
Yep.
Yeah.
5.56, 308, 6.5 Creedmoor, all the way up to 300 rum. You put it on that gun, and you go run as high round count drills as you want, as long of a range day as you want. You're going to be good to go. This is super tough can, Haynes 282, low back pressure, another hybrid baffle stack. We've got Triskelion here for most of the body, and then we've got a few more traditional style baffles printed in there at the top. So the goal here with this one was to reduce the back pressure significantly without compromising the sound performance or the flash performance. And so that's what you're going to get out of the Sandman X. Low back pressure, low tone, low decibels, hub threads for modularity and being able to mount that however you want.
Yeah, the Sandman X, we also helped in collaboration with Dead Air launch that product too. And just yesterday at the range day, we went over a bunch of these cans, like start from 22 all the way up to 4570. Cue that in. All right, now I'm going to shoot all of the Dead Air cans with the 22, 9, going all the way up.
All the way down the line.
All right, 22. So much fun. 9.
Mojave 45.
45. All right. What is this?
5.56 through Sandman X.
All right. Right.
5.56 through Lazarus. .308 through Sandman X.
Is it the RXD?
That's
no, Sandman X. Oh, that's right. I don't know. It's quiet.
308 through RXD 30.
I love that can. What is this?
Should be 44 special.
Oh God. 22. 4570. All right. I love it. I mean, really cool stuff. Dead Air products, not only super reliable, rugged, the sound performance. And I remember you guys were telling me, it's not all about the sound performance. It's really, I mean, it is, but it's the tone.
Yeah, it's not only about the decibels, but we're also really trying to push that conversation about tone.
The tone is extremely important. So guys, check out Dead Air. They pretty much got a can for you, whatever you need. So Tas, thanks a lot for your time, man.
Thanks very much.
And Justin, thanks, man.
Always appreciate it.
Cigars tonight?
Definitely.
All right, guys, here we are at Extar, and I got Brian here with me. Great seeing you again, Brian.
You too.
Absolutely. So you've got this super cool 16-inch PCC 9mm, and tell us all about it, because it is the lightest PCC that I've ever handled and the lightest recoiling 9mm PCC I've ever fired. So how did you do that, and what is this all about?
Well, this actually, put together kind of a testing the waters concept. Originally, we're kind of placed in the cheap budget PCC firearms, which is a good place for us to be, but I kind of wanted to endeavor to show people we can do some very different and cool stuff should we desire to do so. So I thought about putting together something suitable for competition, and this is what we came up with, and we brought it out here to garner some opinions, and I'm glad people seem somewhat impressed with it.
Yeah,
so.
It is extremely, guys. This is nothing. Like, if you were here to handle this, it weighs 3 pounds.
Without the optic, it's a hair under 3 pounds, which making it for a 16-inch 9mm PCC, it's the lightest in the world.
Yeah.
We accomplished that for we're using carbon fiber composite upper and lower receivers, very lightweight. Then, as you mentioned, we developed our own roller delayed blowback system.
Okay.
It was important for me with that kind of my object when designing firearms is I want them maintenance free. So this firearm's designed to function best. We're functioning longevity, just clean and dry.
Yeah.
Including the roller delay system. I've integrated ceramic rollers and special surface treatments where it'll work best with no lubrication, nothing to worry about.
Yeah, that is super cool. And I know this is a carbon fiber composite, you said, right?
Yes.
And it's only 9mm. What about the zero shift? Do you experience any zero shift at all? Any flex at all?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No.
What about the muzzle brake? Is that your own muzzle brake? What is that? Or is that a compensator?
A brake.
Yeah, okay,
no,
brake.
you were right in the first place. It's of my own design. Let's say with everything being lightweight with this, I messed around for months with different configurations to try to get some kind of effectiveness out of the little gas you have to work with the 9mm, which is a challenge. But for lightweight, this is constructed of a material called polyether ketone, which it's the highest heat tolerant polymer material in the world.
So it is a polymer.
It is.
Okay. All right.
So it weighs literally nothing, helps me accomplish this amazing weight. But from all the shooting we did with it at range day, you can see,
There's nothing. Yeah. It is. So did you test this extensively to see how much it can handle, how many rounds?
Oh yeah. Months and months. I've got probably in excess of 3,000-4,000 rounds for this particular one.
Wow, that is super cool. And what's the handguard? Is that carbon fiber?
That's carbon fiber, yes.
Wow.
It is a 5.5-inch effective barrel length with a permanently attached sleeve to bring it out to a legal 16-inch.
Okay, so the barrel itself is steel, I'm assuming? What is
Yes.
the barrel? Okay, all right. Very, because some people do carbon fiber barrels.
But surprisingly, with my experimentation, going off a lead sled, I'm sure, a fixed strapped-in rest at 50 yards, I started reducing barrel length back. I finally hit my peak accuracy at 5.5 inches. Far better than a 16-inch.
Wow, that is super cool. I love this thing. And is this available for consumers, or what is the price, all that?
It is not currently available. Like I say, we kind of brought this out here just to get reactions from people like yourself in the industry as to if you thought it had a place. And if it has a place, at the price point it would have to enter compared to the rest of what we offer, then we'll seriously considering putting to market.
Yeah. No, so people think, when you think about a super light PCC, right, you would get more recoil, right? That's not the case. This is at the same time the lowest recoiling PCC I've ever fired, 9mm. I've ever fired.
A lot of people, I have friends that tell me their 9mm PCC feels like a 22, but it really doesn't.
No.
This actually does. This feels actually, like a 22.
It actually does, and you guys obviously saw it on the screen, me shooting this thing. The gun doesn't move whatsoever. So, hopefully this thing comes to the market pretty soon, because you guys offer some affordable options here. This is a 9mm PCC.
Yeah, we start at $450 for our 9mm PCC, which has kind of placed us in that area of the market.
Yeah.
Whereas something like this, I'd have to put to market in the $1,300 to $1,400 range, so it's hard to say. But from a lot of what I was hearing yesterday, $1,300 to $1,400 might be seen as a bargain for something like this.
I was just gonna say that if that thing comes up $1,300, $1,400, it is an absolutely great bang for the buck. Granted, I want to test the durability of it, right? If it just goes through the durability testing and it's just fine, and you said 3,000-4,000 rounds, no problems, it will be an incredible bargain in my personal opinion. And even these $450, these are great bargains too, 9mm, but these are direct blowback.
Even with these, this 9mm right here, service life, you're looking at, I'd estimate 75,000 to 100,000 rounds.
Yeah, that is phenomenal. Guys, check out Extar, and Brian, thanks a lot for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Man, this is so freaking cool. So realistic. Look at that, man. Take the mag out. There's rounds in there. Brandon, you gotta check this thing out, dude.
Yeah, this thing's actually pretty realistic. I love it. Back to you, Kaya.
I told you you'd like it. It's pretty cool, man. Anyways, where's Anthony? There he is. All right, guys, here we are at Goat Guns. I got my friend Anthony here. Dude, great seeing you.
You too, brother.
Absolutely. And you've got some real cool stuff. Like, it's so good. I don't know if I want to leave this booth. They have pretty much most every gun in a miniature format, but it is fully functional except an actual bang. Dude, tell us all about it, man.
Okay, so what we make is miniature die-cast gun models with moving parts. They do everything but shoot, so they're safe. I would consider them collectibles, but also the manliest fidget toy you could ever think of. I mean, these things are freaking cool. They're made out of metal, moving parts. They do everything, I mean, just like the real thing. Super accurate. I mean, I can't say enough about them.
Well, let's just demo it. Let's grab a product.
Check it out. So this.
Wait a minute. That was not anywhere around here.
Yes.
What does that mean?
This is an unreleased. This particular one is actually a prototype, but it's coming soon. It's the STG-44, the grandfather of assault rifles. Check it out. Could release the mag. Actually comes with dummy rounds, but we didn't bring the prototype dummy rounds because you can lose them if you have carpet. And super, super cool. Highly, highly addictive. 1/3 scale die-cast gun models.
And here's the crazy thing about these things. The weight. They got some weight to them. You totally feel it. Look at this thing, like the sights, everything go up. You got your safety selector that actually works. Look at this thing. When this is this way, you can actually use a trigger. When it's on safe, you can't. Oh my God, there's third position on this. Oh my God, there is one. Oh my, this is really cool. I love this. And I bet you, does this thing move too? Oh yeah, look at it. I'm just doing it one-handed. You can actually remove this part as well. Dude, you guys actually just kill. I'm just trying to do it with one hand.
Protector on there.
There we go. Yeah.
Yes, check it out.
What is that? Oh, so you can press this thing too? Nice. I love it. So they've got, this is what I'm talking about. They have Barrett M4s, pistols too. Like I know, I want to show this real quick. Check this out. This is an M17 from 6 Hour, like P320. And look, you can actually disassemble it. You can grab it, Chase. Anthony, sorry. You got your. You can remove the barrel. You can remove the recoil assembly. Look at it. Everything is exactly, precisely the same.
You could even remove the FCU out of this thing, just like a real one.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for doing this.
This is pretty crazy. Okay, so what are the prices on these, man?
So they range from $40 to $100 depending on intricacies and licensing.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we are licensed with SIG, FN, Barrett, Car Firearms. I mean, and more to come. So stay tuned.
I know at least two of these companies that you guys don't, because I know a guy. Let's just say, wait, stay tuned. Good stuff. Definitely check out GOA Guns. I will be getting my hands on some of these because they are really cool. I don't care how old you are. If you're into guns, you want one of these. So, Anthony, thanks for your time, man. Appreciate you.
It's a pleasure.
Yep. All right, here we are at Canik, and I've got my friend Adam with me. And he's got some new to share with us.
All the bells and whistles,
Yes,
right? Yeah. So out here at Goals 2025 in Knoxville, you knew you were going to grace everybody with your presence.
And you're going to look down on me like you always do.
See, you know, at one point we're just going to have a happy-go-lucky conversation where it's not about the banter. But today is not going to be that day.
Okay, all right.
So your hair looks good, though.
Thank you, man. What else?
Your schmedium is lovely, as always.
This is an extra large. Guys, come on, help me out.
And European fit. Yeah, but it's okay. So yeah, out here obviously at the show, we wanted to put some of the new stuff we've got out. Some of the stuff that is either A, just introduced to the market, or B, coming out in the next couple of days. Yeah.
Dude, I love that thing.
Yeah, so, you know, starting with some of the cool stuff that's already out, you know, we have some really unique things, some new paint jobs. We're doing something like that, which we're calling the Razorback. It's a two-tone gun in the Pro Series. So you've got the threaded barrel, the chrome, all the cool features that come with it aftermarket style in a marketable, you know, ready-to-go package, but now with some really cool color features. So you've got these features that are, you know, it's insane. Obviously, you've seen this in like automotive and things like that, but now you're seeing it in firearms platforms. And the reason for that is we know as the more shooters come into the market, this is now a mainstream hobby. So there's nothing wrong with expressing yourself. Like if you were to say have a pink gun to carry, because you know,
Make that happen.
What's wrong with that?
Well, you know, I will gladly get you a pink gun if you carry it as an everyday carry. I will make that commitment. I will personally do it.
We'll talk about it off camera.
Yeah, okay. So, you know, with that, we've got these cool iterations. And then, of course, you know, one of your favorites from it, we actually did the video where we were talking about.
And I fought
you did.
for this
and
one.
you even air racked it, which was a walk-off move.
My God.
But obviously, the Canik TTI Combat right here with the MO3 was 2024 Industry Choice Awards Gun of the Year. And we said, hey, there's a really cool look in this, and Taryn was like, we got to get this in some Hollywood. And the way they did that is there was some certain specifications to looks that were kind of iconic for Taryn guns in the movies.
That's right, John
and that
Wick.
was that kind of that black with that gray accents, and of course the PVD barrel. So
Combat Masters, man.
Yeah, exactly. So now the Canik TTI Combat. Obviously, you've had some time with it, you know, and it is that iconic finish. So it's the exact same gun, just with some really cool touches. So you've got the gray accents, you've got the bronze PVD barrel marrying into that compensator. You've still got all the things, the +3 base pad, the aggressive grip texturing, the 90-degree trigger, but now coming in the Canik Combat Smoke Edition, the Smoke Edition. So this comes out Tuesday, and really excited to see it. Actually, Classic was one of the very first people to get a hand on it. I think you guys have some more information coming out about that, so you'll have to stay tuned.
I already shot it. It is, believe it or not, guys, this thing shoots just as good as the original one.
It's weird how that happens.
Just as good. I don't know.
It's weird how that
It's
happens.
incredible.
So yeah, so really excited to bring that GOA. As I said, was one of the first company or first places we actually let the public see it. So really excited to have it here. Excited to get it in your hands, more in the public's hands, and see how amazing the smoke is in compared to this. It's going to be just an aesthetics change. We're having a lot of fun with it in terms of where there's smoke, there's fire, and I would definitely say the look of this gun is hot.
Yeah, that's really cool. I really do like that color. And pricing is going to be the same?
Yeah, exactly. All in line. It'll come available in 10-round SKUs for those less than free states. We've got the MO3 version available as well, and it should be out and everywhere, including Classic Firearms, on this Tuesday, August 12th.
I can't wait, and I love the mechanic optic. Talk about that real quick, man.
Yeah, so obviously we just introduced our fourth one, which is the MO4. This is the MO3, so you're going to see that larger window. This one's really unique because it's got that 6 MOA dot, which is, you know, for bad eyes or for like that quick sight acquisition. Taryn actually loves this optic so much, he's running it on multiple platforms outside of just Canik. And then we actually just on the Prime, we just launched our MO4, which is our first fully enclosed. Yep, keep going down one more. Yeah, so that's That's the MO4 that just came out. It's available as a standalone or on the Prime. So this is our first fully enclosed. You see, we've kind of done everything with this. You know, you got your solar panels. You've got a lighted diode emitter right here. It's the first one that's actually on the outside, so it's going to pick up that light sensitivity and adjust very quickly, as opposed to a lot of them are internal. So that's what you see. Kind of takes some time, and sometimes it's not exactly as accurate as you want it to be in terms of the dimness factor. So this is so really kind of took what's out there and said, how can we make it better? And that's kind of what Canik. We don't necessarily always need to be first to market, but what we do want to be is bring something that is still, there's a demand for because the consumer doesn't have it yet. So we're going to continue. All this stuff is available now or will be in the next couple of days. And obviously Classic Firearms is a great place to find it.
That's it, guys. Definitely check out Canik. Awesome stuff. I love the SFX Rivals, the Pros. Fantastic balance, awesome trigger. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of the TTI Combats overall. Reason being because obviously the gun that's already really good, Taron Butler touched it. I'm sold. I don't even need to test it. Here's my money. Take my money.
You and I might have to go out and shoot them and just see if Pretty makes the poison even sweeter. So.
Dude, they need to see that video. Guys, watch my. Adam and I did a video on the TTI Combat, and we actually competed against each other, and we both just dominated.
That might have been the best shooting day I've ever had. Like, that was crazy. So
that was really good. Definitely check out. Actually, that link will be in the description. Click on that video and check it out. Adam, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Always a pleasure, brother. I'll see you soon.
Thank you. All right, here we are at Lead and Steel, and I got my buddy Ahmad here. Dude, great seeing you again.
Good seeing you too, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you've got some cool products. We talked about them at SHOT Show a little bit.
We did, yeah.
But I think people need to know about this. I have been using your, obviously, pistol and rifle red dots. You got a Gen 2 now.
Yep.
I'm super excited because you got a couple of cool new features on that one. So let us have it, and you've got a big announcement here today, too.
Yeah. Appreciate that. So the Lead and Steel initially started as, as an original equipment manufacturer in the microelectronics development space for optics specifically, right? So we're pretty well known for the Promethean LP1. That's our large window, large reticle rifle red dot sight. It's primarily intended for duty use applications. It's a durable unit, has glass that comes out of Japan, electronics and RC LED also out of Japan. Very well done optic. About a year ago, some change, we decided to tackle and release rather the Pandora's box. That's the Gen 1 optic that you currently run. It's a pistol optic. It was made to try our best to, it's the best way to describe it. Maybe shake up the industry a little bit with an enclosed emitter, large window, larger mailbox style optic. And today we're happy to announce and launch the second generation of the Pandora. So we've done some limited releases to the public, but now we're finally, doors open and all that fun stuff. So let's talk about the Pandora a little bit.
Okay.
That's kind of going to be the focus of our game plan for the remainder of the year. The Pandora's box to provide some enhancements to the first generation architecture. The housing is now a little more subdued. It still has and carries our standard 7075 T6 aluminum housing, as well as all of our fixings to, of course, increase durability and reliability and the like. But we carried over some features from the notable LP1, including our patent-pending AuraWake. AuraWake is our take on Shake Awake in the industry. I'm sure you're aware of what that is, right? Bring the optic up, and then the emitter kicks back on. There's a motion sensor inside the circuit that tells the PCB, hey, send current to that emitter. The problem with those motion sensors is that they're a little, let's call it, sensitive to kinetic energy sometimes, and they may fail after repeated impact. Even though like the actual housing and the glass might be fine, you won't know if that motion sensor fails, right? So what you might get is you'll deploy that, obviously bring that weapon up, and then bam, the reticle doesn't automatically turn on. So you're like manually cycling like a Neotech or something, right? We didn't want that to happen, and so we implemented on the LP1 and now thankfully on the Pandora AuraWake, where we tie the motion sensor only to that ring of the emitter, which is the most power hungry part of the reticle, right? But in case that motion sensor fails, what happens? Well, you always have that 2MOA dot up and running. So now you just have a large window aim point effectively, right?
That is super cool. So basically, it did happen to me. I don't want to give a brand, but Shake Awake system dies. I thought my battery was dead. I was like, wait a minute, I just replaced it. And a couple of little bangs, and guess what? It was just dead. So Shake Awake technology, which does make sense. So that little sensor in there could be vulnerable to impacts.
Exactly. So with that, obviously, we had to have a circle dot reticle, right? And so we implemented a 32 MOA ring with a 3 MOA center dot on the PB3 Gen 2. Some other notable fixtures, or fixings rather, we have a new updated steel clamp for a wider variety of, let's call it, tolerance. Some suggestions to the machine shops out there that cut for acro, but it's still obviously acro compatible. And the nice aspect of the housing redesign and the surface modeling that we did is that we implemented a new system called the Ghost Adapter Plate. The Ghost Adapter Plate, or GAP, is our proprietary interface for the Pandora's Box Gen 2 that adapts the housing to a standard RMR footprint. And so what you do is you have a standard RMR cut slide like this Ruger RXM, and you want to put an enclosed emitter optic on it. Traditionally, you'd get an RMR adapter plate. You get the plate, and then you stick your optic on top, and now you have the sandwich pancake effect. You might not have the full co-witness of your irons, but with the Ghost Adapter Plate, the housing totally encapsulates the plate, and so it sits at the same depth as if it was directly milled. And so you get that really solid co-witness through the sight picture, right? So that's one of the things. Go ahead.
That's just for your optic? Is it
just for ours? I wish I could offer it for other architectures,
okay.
but we had to make sure that our housing obviously could fit those critical dimensions. Cool. Yeah. So some other upgrades includes the updated spheric objective lens. We made it a little flatter, reduced the notch saturation just a little bit, so it's an even cleaner sight picture looking through, which is nice. I think it's probably one of the best in the industry. And of course, the same CR2032 with some other notable fixings on the holster compatibility there. So we have that little holster ramp, as we call it, so that pushes out any kydex that might be in the way that could get hung up on that battery cap there.
What's the battery life and price on this?
Yeah, so street price is going to be around $400 on the Pandora's Box. Battery life is in the mid-range daytime settings around 30,000 hours, but the general recommendation, what we tell people, is just swap out your CR2032s on your birthday every year.
Okay, where is this made out of then?
So housings are still cut out of Hong Kong, glass, electronics, and emitter out of Japan, but we're actually, this is a great tie-in to our newest announcement, and I appreciate you bringing it up. The Pandora's Box has a new sister SKU, as we call it, called the Pandora's Box PB1, or 1 MOA emitter. This is our architecture that sits on the same Pandora PB3 platform, but is 100% American-made in our clean room and our assembly room in our facility in Milford Center, Ohio. Okay. So that's going to have a 1 MOA dot, very sharp emitter. Prototypes will be leaving and rolling out the door hopefully in about 30 days or so, and we'll also open those prototypes to the public because we want people to give us that constructive criticism and that feedback that we need to continuously and consistently enhance our product line. And so where you may see some Asian source components in the PB3, you'll find proprietary and 100% American-made optics in that PB1, which is coming very soon.
Okay, very good price difference at all?
Yep, there's going to be maybe an extra $150 for the PB1 when it's fully launched, but the prototype launch will be right in line with the cost of the PB3, and we want to do that because we want to incentivize people to pick up American-made, obviously, over components that are Asian sourced. And the big announcement, if you don't mind,
of course,
is the introduction of a new brand, a new engineering division of lead and steel called Cord. It's the Central Ohio Research Division. Okay. And it's where I'm stacking all my engineers on the optomechanical and microelectronics development.
So this company right here, Cord, this is still lead and steel, just
Exactly. It's almost like, call it a subsidiary engineering division. And the reason why we're doing that is because I need my weapons, I need my components and my sourcing to stay under the lead and steel side, but I also want the optics to have their own dedicated, 2 feet on the ground and foundation, right? And so if anyone's interested in looking at some of our capabilities or even scheduling a tour of our facility to see how optics are made, feel free. It's, Cord Instruments, right? And you can see all the stuff that we're doing there, as well as maybe some other projects that are in the works, right? But
I'll find out.
Yeah. But the game plan is 100% American made. We're very proud of that with our engineering division. But that's all we got, man.
No, dude, I love it. I love it, and I obviously use your rifle optic, and I use your Gen 1, the Pandora.
We'll change that.
I love that, and I think everybody on the channel has seen my TTI Combat Master with my dot on there, red and steel. I love it. I really do like it, and for the price, especially comparable to some of the other brands out there, like Aimpoint Acro, which is like $700-800. It's a great optic, but you're paying for that. So I'm glad to have an option like that for the consumer. So, guys, check out Lead and Steel, and Ahmad, thanks a lot for your time, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, here we are at Henry, the brand face of Henry. Brian over here, dude.
How's
Great
it going,
seeing
man?
you.
Good to see you.
Absolutely. And you've got some products that we've actually talked about in the past, but for the sake of this event, tell us about it again.
So this is going to be the Hush, the Henry Ultimate Suppressor Host, and this is a match-grade carbon fiber BSF barrel. One of the unique things that comes with this is it looks like aluminum from a distance. This is actually a forged carbon fiber pick rail.
Oh, wow.
So that cuts just a hair more weight, and it fits the lines of the carbon fiber barrel. This is the Ultimate Suppressor Host because since it is a carbon fiber barrel, you're losing roughly 10 to 12 ounces out of the barrel, which offsets, depending on the caliber, offsets the weight of the can out front. So it's going to fit, feel, and handle like a 20-inch steel rifle. It just handles extremely well, super light, a ton of fun. Some weight has been removed out of the stock as well, because laminate stocks are inherently heavy, and it's a dream to shoot with the right ammo in a can. You cannot beat it.
What are the calibers?
All your standard calibers: 38 357, 45 Colt, 44 mag, 30-30, and 45-70.
That is awesome. And obviously you got your
You've got a in-lock handguard on there as well, and this has been slimmed down a little bit, so again, it keeps to the tight form factor. You don't lose any of the handiness of this rifle.
Cool. And what's the mag capacity for like 44, 350?
Around 7 or 8 rounds.
Yeah.
Yep, plus 1, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And the great thing about a lever gun is, if you're in a restricted state, but you can still get a can, or even if not, you can combat load this like a shotgun. You can keep it running fast if you know what you're doing.
Yeah. That is really, really cool. I love it. I love the way this thing looks. Just throw a red dot on it.
Yep.
Go to town on it. So, all right, what's this guy?
This is the Homesteader. This is the second generation of it, essentially. This is a brushed bronze finish on it, kind of a distressed look. And this one has M-lock on the handguard, so if you want to mount a light, something like that up front, of course it's threaded from the factory, as long as it's not a 50 or a compliant state model that's not threaded. And you can get the Glock magwell bottom, which is hands down my favorite. I have the original version of the Homesteader, and I have well over 2,000 rounds through that gun. I've lost count, and I have not oiled it, have not cleaned it. It runs like a champ.
Yeah, I love it, dude. These things they're notorious, man. They're very, very well known. And we've got the Supreme series right here.
Yep, we got the Supreme. So the Supreme is currently available in 5.56 and 300 blackout. It takes your standard M4 style mags, and it is just a dream to shoot. It can be faster than a bolt gun and more accurate than a gas gun, because you don't have multiple recoil impulses. It's a closed action, so it's super quiet with the right ammo and a suppressor. When you're running 300 blackout with this, it's like a whisper.
Yeah, I remember at SHOT Show range day, me and Ryan shot these things. I couldn't believe it. It was pressed, and how well balanced these guns were. Like, you were just hanging on to them. They're super well balanced. Felt really good, because you don't want one of those like really front heavy guns, even with a can, right? It kind of throws off your shot placement. This is, I was super impressed.
And also, it's a free floated barrel, and it's an internal hammer, and it's a match grade trigger. You can adjust that trigger and tune it to exactly what you want.
That is really good. And obviously you can attach your own Picatinny.
You can get a Picatinny rail or tally rings. I prefer the pick rail, because like with 300 blackout, I run it with a red dot. For the 5.56, I run it with a powered optic. So I can do whatever I want when I got the pick rail.
And where can you get these things?
So you can get the pick rail at Henry Outfitters, and what I absolutely love about this gun is, this is hands down the smoothest action you will ever handle. I can run it with one finger.
Yeah.
I mean, it's butter.
And dude, those P-Mags too, right?
Yeah, you can take P-Mags, and a nice trick about this is, you don't have to yank it out of here. All you do is push this, mags out, I'll throw another one in, I'm good to go.
Dude, I love this thing. Can't wait to actually try them out myself. And we've got this other guy down there, 4570.
Yes, this is the 4570, and guys, this is just your classic brass gun. It's beautiful. It's heavy with the octagonal barrel, which to me, I love. It gives it good balance. And when you have an octagonal barrel, good balance, you got better weight, which means you're gonna have less recoil. You don't think about it, but every little bit adds up. It's gonna absorb some of that recoil. And a brass gun is just beautiful. You know, this is kind of a legacy piece. This is something you buy and you pass down for generations to come.
Absolutely, I love it. Just put it on the wall and just look at it every day.
Yep.
I love this thing. Guys, check out Henry. They got some really cool stuff, and we'll have them in the studio sometime soon to do some further testing. So
keep doing what you're doing, but I want to show you a little thing that'll help you run a lever gun faster. You definitely don't run it like that.
Oh, well.
So
how do I do it?
When you run a lever gun, the trick to it is, everybody takes a lever gun and they'll push down, or they'll even stick an extra finger back in the lever and push it, and it's so awkward, and it's not the way a lever gun is meant to be run. The way you run a lever gun is, you got to be a man about it first off. You can't wince.
So Brandon can't run it.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, people wrap these with leather because it looks good and whatnot, and if your hands aren't built up to it, you might actually want to wrap it in leather in the beginning, because as you can see from doing it, my hands are red. You're going to build up some callus to it. But when you run a lever gun, the way I do it is, I pull the gun into my shoulder. This hand is floating like if I'm shooting PRS. I don't wrap my thumb over the gun. I keep it strong side, and when I run it, push forward. When you push forward, you're not getting that downward motion. You're not wasting time. Your hand's not flopping around. I keep my hand tight to the front of the lever, and as I bring it back, sometimes your finger slips out, but I can put that right back on, right on the trigger as fast as I want, and you can run the gun extremely fast.
All right, we've come to the end of the Tip from Henry episode, and this is episode 1. We'll just do this every time we interview Henry going forward. We'll have a little tip.
Good luck.
Or something else. So thanks a lot, man. Appreciate you.
Thanks, man.
Yep. All right, guys. Here we are at Mitchell Defense, Riker, USA. I got Ron here with me. Ron, we met at the NRA show in Atlanta.
Yes.
And now we're going to talk about some really cool products that you have. Like you've got a bunch of stuff. Your slings, which I'm utterly impressed. But just tell us all about your stuff, man. I think people are going to really love what you have.
Yeah, so we're Mitchell Defense and Riker USA, 2 veteran-owned companies. The Mitchell Defense rifles, the Mitchell Defense rifles, we do a lot. We thermal fit all our barrels. So basically, what you get is the most accurate rifle out of the box, 1 MOA or better. We guarantee that. We do a bunch of different coatings. We armor lube our bolt carrier groups. We E-Series Cerakote our uppers and our lowers. We have a proprietary buffer spring, which these are awesome. They give you a 30% reduction in recoil, a faster bolt return, and our guns are meant to be run dirty and dry. So we did the endurance test on our Doc model, the 5.56, with 17,554 rounds on a dry gun before we had a stoppage of fire. So we're pretty proud of that, and that's where we say our guns are meant to be run dirty and dry. One of the things I think it's really awesome about Nathan Mitchell with Mitchell Defense, he took a lot of what he learned growing up in the oil industry and he's put it onto the inside of the gun. So a lot of people are doing a lot of cool stuff and amazing stuff on the outside of the gun. We want to focus from the inside out. So we're doing cool stuff on the outside, but it all starts from, the heart and the brainstem on the inside. So that's what we bring. So we bring a 5-star rifle to you at 3-star pricing. Then you outfit it with the Riker USA line of products and everything from our, the Riker grip, the cable management clips, which give you a lot better protection than tape, zip ties, and rubber bands, and our Riker sling. So, we showed you that at the NRA show.
Yeah, and I want to see those things. Now, what about your, before we get to that sling, what's your pricing on your rifle, your buffer spring, and I know you have a sand cutter.
Copper cutter. Carbon cutter.
Not sand cutter, but carbon cutter. Better than sand cutter.
Yeah. So our carbon cutters, they're also Kodo Armor Lube, but these are going to run you about $200 on the website. The spring, the buffer spring itself is going to run you around $40. And the rifles are going to start, $1,600 and up. But the cool thing that you can do on the Mitchell Defense website is you can go in there and you can actually build your gun. So you can choose a Geisy, a LaRue, an ATC trigger. We're going to be adding on pretty soon the Reptilia line of accessories. We love them. Again, another North Carolina-based company. But so you can essentially build your own rifle, outfit it with everything you want, pretty much, type of rail, optic, and Riker accessories, and trigger and selectors and all that good stuff. So we're really trying to personalize and we've been doing that for a while, but you have the ability to make the gun how you want it.
Yeah, very, very cool. Love all that stuff. Looks very promising. Over 17,500 rounds, running it dry. Very impressive.
Yeah.
I can't wait to try it myself, but let's talk about the sling, and I want people to see this thing. We showed you this over at the NRA show, but let's do it again.
Yes, so the Riker sling is I'm a big fan of things that add value to your life, right? When it comes to equipment, I need to be able to grab it. I need to know it's going to work all the time, but I need it to do more than its intended purpose. And when you can find something like that it's designed for one thing, but it does 2 things or 3 things, that's kind of like what I look for, and that's what our sling does. We redesigned our sling with the help of our Tier 1 Special Operations guys. And we gave them our original sling, they gave us our feedback, and now here's where we're at. So our sling is designed to be run in a nice tight 2-point narrow configuration behind the Riker grip and behind the pistol grip. I grew up on the MP5 and same kind of narrow configuration there, and all of the VBSS work we would do on ships. I've never been a fan of anything on the buttstock. I think you are restricted, and I think it takes a lot away from your abilities to shoot, move, and communicate effectively. So this is just my preference, and then we've turned it added it into what we call the Riker method of shooting. Your traditional nylon sling requires you to release that tension, come up on target, go through your engagement. Whether you're transitioning to your secondary, I have to throw that rifle out of the way. It's hanging there, so it's now a hazard. It's now like it could be used against me. It's flopping around. So what we have done is we've eliminated that problem. So our sling is designed to be run tight to the body, runs narrow, it comes at this natural bisecting angle at the hip. So when I bend down, I take a knee, my muzzle's always going out to the side, right? So now I want to come up on target. I'll grab my Riker grip, my pistol grip, and I'm going to aggressively punch out off my body, and then let the sling pull the rifle back into my shoulder, right? So what this does is this actually pulls it in and is giving me a lot more stable shooting platform. I can go through my engagement, boom, 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 have a stoppage of fire malfunction, I transition to my pistol, I come back up, and my rifle is nice tight to the body where it started. So when you get a Riker sling, you set it in a t-shirt, you set it tight to the body, right? And then as you add gear, you can pop it out, and you will always get that same benefit of that retention that's built in.
So how does that do that? Is it elastic?
So we have mil-spec flat stack elastic in here, and the way it's designed is it's stitched, and it's an equal measurement of pull on each side. And like I've been running this thing right here. This thing's probably been on this gun for almost 3 years, so it still stands up just fine.
Yeah, this is really cool because we're taught to shoot, and it is the right way. Like at least for me, where you just pull the rifle into your shoulder with your support hand, so it kind of stays stable. Well, you don't do that with this one because the sling is so elastic. When you get on that gun, you have to kind of push it out to kind of keep it there, which is the complete opposite. I realize I don't get any hand fatigue. Like my arm doesn't fatigue at all, and the gun is just freaking laser focused right there. I was so impressed when I saw you, Ron, over there. I was like, oh my God, I gotta talk to you. I even messaged you. I was telling you about. Guys, check out obviously Mitchell Defense Riker products over here. But man, that sling, I just did a video, top 5 slings. Check it out on the channel if you guys haven't seen it. I talked about this. I didn't have it with me, but next time I will.
One today.
Yeah, we will get it taken care of. But it is utterly impressive. It's something so different. It's so funny in this industry that we all have problems when we use these products, and somebody just goes out there and just fixes it, and you're like, oh, like I knew what the problem was. The fix is just so ingenious, man. I love it. Yeah. So this is one of those products that completely impressed me. So I look forward to checking this thing out. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And we will be talking about something very special very soon. We'll have a little hard cut. The next one is going to be. Just stay tuned for it. All right, guys, here we are back at the Mitchell Defense and Riker USA. I've got Nathan with me, and that product that we were talking about is here now. So, Nathan, tell us all about it, man.
Yeah, so one of the issues that we see with a lot of shooters is when you're shooting high volumes of fire, your handguard heats up. So we've been set out for a while to try and figure this out. We've kind of came up with a solution. We have a new handguard coming out that's printed in, it's called A20X, which is an aluminum titanium mixture. And with that, we're able to create an air gap. So you can see on the rail where there's a gap between the metal layer that's like closest to the gas block and the metal layer that your hand's on. And so what that's doing is the heat transfer is not going to be there quite like it is in a regular handguard. So your handguard's going to stay cooler. So like in the thermal test that we just recently did, they shot about 300 rounds through it, and the handguard was actually cooler than the upper receiver was.
Wow, impressive. Okay, so I got a question then. Since you got that air gap, how's the strength of that upper handguard?
So that's one of the things and the reason we chose the A20X material, because that was one of our big questions. So A20X it's an aluminum titanium mixture, which means it's has better rigidity, better tensile strength, and then also has better thermal properties than what you have like a 70-75. So in the way that we actually manufacture these, we have an internal structure built into them that keeps that strength, that rigidity in there, but still being able to maintain the air gap.
Perfect. And as for the color, what's the color?
So this color right now, these are just fresh off the printer, and so we still have to anodize and coat these things. They'll come in black, jungle green, FDE. We're doing a bunch of stuff trying to change up some of our colors to get some more camo patterns, but we can coat these things in anything that our rifles are coated in.
Perfect. And different sizes, I'm assuming. And I don't think you have pricing yet because it's so new, but I don't know if you have any information on that.
Yeah, we don't have pricing yet. We think they're going to be around $400, but we still got to do a bunch of other work to figure out all that stuff. They're going to come in 9.3, probably 7-inch, 10.5, 11.5, 13.5, and 15-inch.
No 16? No rifle length?
I mean, we might. That's not really something we've talked about yet, but if it's needed, we'll do it.
All right, perfect.
They're very easy to make.
Perfect. And availability. When do you think these will be available for consumers?
We've got a bunch more testing to do. I'm hoping to try and get them out to the market within the next 2 months, so 8 weeks. But
yeah, perfect. Guys, check out Mitchell Defense, Riker USA. This thing seems super cool. I look forward to testing it myself because everybody complains about handguards getting super, super hot. You can't hang on to it, and then you compromise that grip, that proper grip that allows you to shoot better because it gets too hot. Hopefully this solves it. I look forward to seeing it. Nathan, thanks a lot for your time, man.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, guys, here we are at Holosun, and I've got my buddy Adam here. Dude, great seeing you.
Good to see you too, buddy.
Absolutely. So you got some cool stuff over here? Tell us about it.
Yeah, so a lot of you guys know a lot of our different line, but one cool thing is here is the new Ames Max. That's kind of like hitting the market. A lot of people getting their hands on these. So kind of think of this thing kind of gets channels 3, 5, and 8 inside of it. It's a big TV there. Yeah. Great for shotguns. I've got one of my Genesis arms. It runs fantastic, and it gives you a lot of different options. You got flip caps, you got solar panels, the multiple reticle system, a little bit of everything inside this guy. And then, kind of what we were talking about recently that I think hits a lot of the market right here is this guy right here. This is our new Arrow optic. It's ARO. It's the advanced rifle optic. So this is gonna have a street price right around $200, give or take. And this can have your multiple reticle system, your 2 MOA. Also, there's one up from this called the Arrow Evo, and that guy's going to actually have a special purpose reticle as well. So kind of a drop BDC built into it,
okay.
And it's a little bit bigger tube window as well. So a lot of great options, a lot of great different price points depending on what you want to do. My kids and I do a lot of ruck matches using 3-gun. These are great for them. They absolutely love them. They beat the crap out of them, and it's just a great footprint as well. It's got the T1, T2, which you can't beat. So like for me being a dad, I'm trying to outfit 3, 4, 5 rifles. It's hard to say like I'm going to drop $500 per optic, and we're not, like you said, we're not kicking indoors, we're not diving 200 meters in the ocean. So instead, we're running a lot of these guys, and they're absolutely fantastic. You can beat the crap out of them, and they just keep on going.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point. A lot of folks, we're all guilty of drinking the Kool-Aid on some really high-end stuff. And high-end means I'm talking about the name. I'm not even talking about the quality-wise, right? Because Holosun products, I actually have numerous of your optics and all that stuff. They're extremely durable. We got plenty of law enforcement guys, SWAT guys out there using Holosun products I have personally worked with for years, no problems whatsoever. Do you really need some of those really high-end stuff when it comes to brands? If you got the money, if you want to go for it, you want to clone some stuff, of course, I'm not taking anything away from those things, but people need to understand that's not the one end-all, be-all. There's some really good stuff, like $150, $200 for that thing. Hey man, if I got 3 rifles, I got 3 optics right there, an aimpoint T2 footprint or T1, freaking fantastic. And I just got this one, this guy right here. What's the price point on this one?
So I want to say street price on this one's right around that $550 point, somewhere in there. I'm seeing a little bit different things, higher or lower. But yeah, the Ames Max, as you've seen, you know what? If you want to do it, it's a great optic to have. So I like them on shotguns. On shotguns, they're fantastic. It's a great pattern on them, and also on PCCs. I found these things wildly successful on a PCC. On your AR-15, also a great option. It just takes up some rail space. Some of these guys who want to have a magnifier behind it, they may want a laser in front of it, and they've got an SBR. It depends on what your footprint basis is, but it's a great optic all around.
Absolutely. And I do, you guys got some laser options too. I know you have that stuff. I want to see that. Is it? There you go.
So this one, so this is the Iris 3, and so this guy has IR illuminator, IR laser, and a visible laser. They are slaves, so that you're not going to have to sight one into the day and one at night. These are around $899. They are running the VCSEL technology, so they are incredibly bright. For those of you who've seen our videos when you and I have talked before, our old laser units, I always had the critique of our IR illuminator was on the weaker side, personally in my opinion. These new ones are fantastic. You are not going to know the difference between these and the super high-end options out there. Also, one cool thing is we have our slider switch here, which is very tactile. That is how you increase and decrease how broad your IR illuminator is. And so this gives you a ton of different options on the fly to make that change. No longer do you have that little tiny rotator in the back, where with gloves on and at night you're trying to what should I do? Yeah. Now with your firing hand, you can go ahead, your non-firing hand, you can go ahead and make those changes as necessary. We do have an auto override switch as well to fire whatever the setting is on, but you can't go wrong with this guy. My kids and I use it for vermin and other things. It is a phenomenal choice for anybody.
That is awesome. And all of these products that we talked about, they're available right now for consumers?
Yeah, all of it available on the market, and we've seen a lot of guys really running the heck out of them, beating the crap out of them. We take feedback as we go. One thing that we did that actually I was talking to you about was the Ames Max that we had out. We went and it had a QD mount system. We actually went to the bolt-through design like we have on a lot of other ones because it's a little more sturdy based on different shotgun loads people are using, different things they're doing. It was a better option, so you're going to see that now in a lot of those as well, just to get a more sturdier, heavier duty use.
That's awesome. Guys, check out Holosun, really good stuff. I personally run numerous products, Holosun products on my personal rifle, so definitely check them out. Adam, thanks a lot for your time, man.
Thanks, bud.
Yep. All right, guys, here we are at Global Ordnance, and I've got my friend Jordan here, and we are about to check out some cool products from Grand Power, the Strybox series. Dude, first of all, thanks for having me here.
Oh, always a pleasure.
Always
your pleasure.
Just pleasure is just, this thing is just a very pleasurable encounter. And with that being said, tell us about the FDE stuff here.
So recently, about 3 weeks ago, we now have all Strybog models available from the factory in FDE.
Yeah, dude. Okay, you guys know on the channel we have featured the Strybog models, the A1s, the A3s, the roller delay, obviously, numerous times, and it is a fan favorite. Comment section, people just love it when we just put them against other companies. People just love the Strybog. And you guys got obviously 10 millimeter, 45, 9 millimeter, different sizes, and the
22
and 20. You got the 22 as well?
22.
Bro, literally I didn't know, or I had forgotten. It's right here. Okay, cool.
If you don't know, then now you know.
Now I know. 22, which is a lot of fun to shoot. And one of my favorite is like 45, obviously, and the A3S. Right here, the little guy.
A man of culture.
Yes, but I have the black one. The FDE one, just, I don't know, man, looks really freaking cool. And these are all available right now?
All available right now. They're shipped out to dealers, distributors, our site, everywhere.
Perfect. Let's go over some of the specs for folks who don't know about them.
Which one?
Like
the best?
Yeah, the best.
45 that wins the 10 mil 45 debate?
Yep.
That's usually the good debate in the comments section.
That's right.
Anyway. All right, so like you said, roller delayed, HK UMP pattern mags. So you got the factory mags, aftermarket mags. The world's your oyster. We offer it pistol configuration, braces, and SBRs as well.
Yeah, dude, that's a nice stock.
AR triggers in the 10 mil and 45, so you can swap triggers out, whatever to your heart's content. Non-reciprocating charging handle, can swap it on both sides, so even wrong-handed people can use it.
That's right, Brandon.
But yeah, same thing here, and like you said, the S is also my personal choice in the 9 mil. So instead of the 8-inch barrel, you get the 5-inch barrel. Same features. The PDW brace, it's my choice as well.
Sights too, like collapsible.
Yep, integrated sights. And I don't even know if you might have noticed this, but you can actually still use them when they're flipped down.
That's right, yeah.
So they're ambidextrous sights.
Yep, they're ambidextrous sights. Ambidextrous bolt release, bolt catch, right?
Everything for both right and wrong-handed people.
Yep, that is awesome. And, you know, threaded barrel, so you can actually throw a can on it. Like you see it right here, this thing is kind of like decked out for the show. And there's attachment, like additional, the M-LOK rail right there. But it is, when you shoot these things expressed, they are incredible. I love them. Dude, not only they look good, they work really good, and price point wise too. Like, I don't know if you can give any like a MSRP or anything like that, but very good.
Yeah, depending on which ones you're up or down below, below up around the $1,000 mark, just depending.
Think about that. We're talking about sub 1,000 to maybe ever so slightly over, just around $1,000 for these things. Man, Global Ordnance, obviously you guys got a lot of ammunition. That's what you guys do, right? And exclusive importer of Grand Power Strybox. I love this. And you got the 16-inch versions over here. Is that California compliant?
So we have California compliant. We try to make sure we take care of everybody, no matter where they're living. But yeah, we also have the 16, the normal for guys that like to shoot PCC matches. And if you think the small one shoots good with the bigger barrel, it's like silly.
That is awesome. Guys, check out Global Ordnance. youtube.com/Grand Power. Jordan, thanks a lot for your time. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, guys, here we are at Devil Dog Concepts. I got my buddy Cameron over here. Dude, great seeing you again.
You too, brother.
Absolutely. Last year, we talked about this stuff.
Yes.
That was a very new concept to me. I grabbed a couple of products and checked them out. I was utterly impressed. It's one of those products when you look at it, you're like, this is different, because it is, right?
Yes.
And when you use it, it actually over-delivers. That's been my experience. So now I have an AR-10 and AR-15 on my rifles. I love them. So tell us all about this concept, again, to folks who don't know.
Okay, so it's a side charging handle conversion. Essentially, it just mounts to your upper receiver, swaps out your existing charging handle, turns it into a side charger without having to modify, without having to rebuild the gun. You don't have to be an armor. It's just real simple. It's an easy workaround to turn it into a side charger without that extra money, cost, rebuilding the gun. Just take a receiver portion, mounts to the rail, swap out with our charging handle. We got different receiver options for our optic preference setup. So it'll mount in like first slots or third slot or the 13th slot. All depends. There's a couple different options mounting as well for the AR-10 version. And then there's different handles. These handles, they're real simple. They just unscrew.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So, and they got different handle options. All kind of shooter preference. Everybody's got a different, preference of what they like. So there's a folding handle, a couple different other tactical options.
Yep.
Yep. So like this one folds.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, mine doesn't fold. I don't think I have the folding one.
Can I get you a folder?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll
I meant
correct that.
I didn't know there was a folding one. I think I have the fixed one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. It's right here. You want to demonstrate real quick?
Sure. So just mount it to the rail. This one, they have like 2 points here of contact. So you got your mount and then you have an additional point of contact. That creates a dual support design.
Yeah.
So it has a disengagement system to it where it disengages from the upper receiver. That's that gross motor skills where you don't have to think about it. Like a regular charging handle. It's really, you have to think about it.
Yeah.
Fine motor skills, getting back here, or even blading. You're still making sure you have contact. This is just, slide along and you're good. So
it's so comfortable.
Yeah, it just disengages for you. Does the whole system self-thinking. It's actually, by doing that disengagement system, what it did is it took, how a lot of charging handles, they like overdo the roll pins because you have roll pin issues or tooth issues, they'll break. So it disengages and it takes all the pressure off of that roll pin and it puts it up in here. And what that ended up doing is making this extremely strong. So, like this.
Yeah, well, I had this. I wouldn't care
kind of durable.
Yeah, very, very cool. I love that thing. And I love that you have different mounting options over there too, which is pretty cool. So you got the AR-15.
Yes.
And you have an exactly the same thing on AR-10, right?
Yes. So the AR-10 actually took a long time because the AR-10s are not all standardized essentially. They got different slot orientation cuts, different rail heights, different widths. So that one had to get built to have 3 points of adjustment. So you can adjust it for the rail height, you can adjust it for the slot cut, and you adjust it for the width of the upper receiver. You set all those adjustments together, and it aligns with the charging handle. These are all the adjustments for the height, orientation in the front, and it works in the exact same process.
Okay.
So it just mounts right in, drops in the upper receiver, just like a normal charging handle.
Yeah.
And actually uses the same tip or the same handles.
Gotcha. Very cool. So I guess I got one question on the actual charging handle. Can the user use the actual charging handle as well, somewhat?
Yes. So little backup option if you still want to use it as a regular charging handle. Yep.
That's important. The reason for that is some people may prefer, hey, you know what? I still want to be able to, you know how people are. Like, I want to be able to use that and that. I want to have the cake and eat it too, and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
It goes along with it.
I mean, the concept was, why just have one option?
Exactly.
I mean, something can fail. It's durable. I can stand on it, obviously. It's extremely strong, but, things happen.
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree.
You can break something.
I agree.
I mean, 70-75 aluminum, mil-spec anodized, everything's extremely durable. But
and the pricing?
A price point starts around like $139 for your standard one. It gets up to like $146. You want to add in a folding handle or the Gen 2s.
Okay.
AR-10 starts around $160 something to $170 something because there's a lot more involved with that one.
Perfect.
I think we try to keep the price point right around, equal to maybe a little bit more than an ambidextrous charging handle, but with a lot more added benefit.
Absolutely. That is awesome. And I guess another question that I have, last question, would this work with other charging handles, or is it just the mil-spec one, the basic one?
It just comes with our proprietary charging handle. Our charging handle comes with the system. You get it with it. So it doesn't work with any of our charging handles. But as far as upper receivers, mil-spec uppers and our new Gen 2s work with billet upper receivers. So we've expanded to not, keeping it just centralized to that mil-spec upper. Now it works on a lot more firearms.
Yeah, perfect. Guys, check out Devil Dog Concepts. Cameron, thanks a lot for your time, man.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
All right, here we are at SDS Arms, and I got my friend Jared over here. Dude, great seeing you.
Always good to see you, man.
Absolutely.
I enjoy your traveling. You're always out doing cooler stuff. So
yes.
I go on vacation through your Instagram.
Through my Instagram. Oh, dude, I got to check yours out, too.
Yeah. So
yeah, we're going to send some shirtless selfies. But anyways, let's move over to the products over here.
Yeah.
You've got, obviously, the all-new Mac 9 PCC.
Yes.
And you got something else over here, but let's talk about the PCC first.
So yeah, the Mac IX, as we kind of call it internally, is our direct blowback, large format pistol. PCC, hopefully, with the pistol brace thing dead, that puts a little bit more clarity in the water form. So, to complement the Mac 5s that we had, we wanted something that was direct blowback. Mm-hmm. Some people, we know roller delay is popular for what it is, but some guys do like that simplistic operating system of the Mac IX. Mm-hmm. And then with this one, we wanted to keep that magazine, in line. So instead of offering it with the proprietary magazine, it's fed from Mac 5 magazine. So all of your MP5 magazines will work great. If you do use the magazine that is included with it, they do include a last round bolt hold open. So something that kind of differs from the Mac 5, this is going to have that last round bolt hold open. And a lot of guys are immediately going to cling to it because it's got, our AR ergonomics. In the US, we love AR M4s. They're probably some of the best ergonomically built guns ever. Yep. So you got a nice ambi safety and trigger. There is compatibility with some off-the-shelf AR triggers. So if you wanted to put something in there from like Geisley or LaRue Tactical, those triggers will work in there. But these guys retail for about $800, and with that you're going to get a nice free float handguard. You get a nice pick rail up top to throw an optic of your choice, and the barrels are threaded 1/2x28, but do have that tri-lug adapter. So however you want to mount your suppressor, we've got you covered there. And we're super excited about the gun. There's an OEM brace that we're going to be including, but I think hopefully with the doing away with $200 tax stamps, we're going to see a lot of cool SBRs built out of these next year.
I certainly see that. I'll personally actually build one myself. Love that thing. I love the short barrel, the tri-log adapter. Just throw a freaking suppressor on there. Love that. I can actually change the grip, and I can throw my trigger on there. And I know you guys are working on something specific that's going to allow us other specific triggers to work on there.
We've always kind of had this idea of not making things too proprietary. Some days it takes us a little bit more time to get it right. So with this gun right here, we're working with manufacturers to see what we can do about all those popular FRTs and super safety style triggers that are out there. So with the Mac 5s coming with binary triggers now from Franklin Armory, we're going to be able to hopefully do the same thing with the Mac IX here very soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it, and the price point seems fantastic. And your Mac 5 or MP5 magazines, you know what? You can't go wrong with this. In fact, Brandon behind the camera, he's got one at the office, all fully decked out, which very soon you guys will be seeing that on the channel as well, because we do have a PCC Showdown that's coming up soon, and Mac 5 will be featured on there, and look forward to it myself. Moving over to another product over here. Tell us about this, man.
So the Tisas double stacks, this is the second year for them. I think we kind of elbowed our way into that market, and our manufacturing partners at Tisas have done a great job adapting the products to the U.S. market. And so with the Gen 2 version of these Mac, of the Tisas 1911 double stacks, they went ahead and added a lot of features that kind of made the originals great. But for this year, we've added that full-length universal rail, so you're going to be able to put lights from any manufacturer and most configurations on here. It's also going to help with holster fitment, so if you're looking for holsters, just shop for anything that's STI patterned in the comparable barrel length or light bearing options, and it's going to drop right on there. RMSC cut from the factory, which some people kind of argue about, but there's a lot of great large window RMSC optics from guys like Gideon available now, so you're not going to have to use an adapter plate. So instead of using 4 Allen bolts to mount your optic, you just get it done with 2. Does have a Glock pattern rear sight, and of course the Tisas dovetail up front with the fiber optic. But again, I think one of my favorite things about this platform is the price point of it is right around $800. So guys are buying these and they're going out and just customizing them. I call them the habitual warranty voiders, because they're lasering them, they're Cerakoting them, they're putting new grips on there. So I think for guys that want to get into a double stack 1911, this pistol represents a great entry point that gives you a great gun that's going to shoot well, and you're going to have a blast with it. But also, I'm seeing guys customize these. They're running into the aftermarket, buying all those parts, supporting other companies, and making some really cool guns.
Yeah, and of course, Tisas, when it comes to metal guns, right? These like 1911s, double stack 1911s, 2011s. Everybody knows that too, obviously from Seattle. They are pretty much one of the best out there.
Oh,
they do.
No cast components, no MIM components. Tisas forges and machines everything in-house. It's really cool having a company with them that's so transparent in who makes what and what goes into the gun. You know, we're like, no, this is 100% born and bred out of Tisas's manufacturing facility, and they do a great job of it.
And you'll be visiting that pretty soon.
I'm hoping so. I think I'm the last employee to go there, and I think me being the marketing guy would probably get the most fun out of it, like seeing how everything's made, and every time we get to hang out with those guys at NRA and SHOT Show, they're a blast. So
they're really good people. And some people say on the internet that, hey man, these guns are really good, they run real good, price point like the Mac 9 that you have, like DS. But they must be cutting corners somewhere, the product, the internals, whatever. I'll tell you this, I personally talked to those guys. Their internals, no MIM parts, everything is milled, and the steel comes from Italy, and they actually import it, and they use really high grade steel. The stuff that you see on some high-end models out there, they use pretty much the same materials. So it's not like some Chinese stuff or some really bad quality, bad grade stuff. It's not.
No, even when gunsmiths get these guns and they like recut doves, like sight cuts, they're like, man, the Tisas slides are really tough. And so their metallurgy is on point, even from their heat treatment, the finishing of the guns. They've really done a lot of good things with the gun. And the U.S. consumers have been impressed with them for years, and they're just getting better.
Yep, they are getting better, and definitely want to thank SDS Arms for making all this possible for us. Jared, thanks a lot for your time, man. I really appreciate it.
Always good to see you.
Good seeing you. We'll see you on the next one.
From us, yeah,
we'll see you in Turkey.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, guys, here we are at ECM Precision, and I got Mark over here with us. Mark, you are an 2011 expert. You know, you've done that for years.
I know something.
Something, right? And then you decided to kind of move over to a different field. You're like, you know what? I want to make a P365 variant look like a 2011. And you actually kind of succeeded, so tell us all about it.
So right here is the R11. When we had talked in the past, if you look at the arch in the back, the webbing right here for arch support, it gets you clear up there like either a 2011 or even the Shadow 2. It gets really high up in there. This one here, we have a cheese grater insert, which I can't remember if it was you or someone else had said they would like to see this sharper.
Yes, it depends on the person, right? It was Brandon, because some folks like him. It's so subjective, right? If you're carrying it and it's real sharp, it's rubbing against your body, you make it a little rash. Or in Brandon's case, he gets rashes for other reasons.
Exactly. You got to get that fixed, Brandon.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm glad that you're offering the option at least.
Right. So what we did is we listened to the customers. And this was a suggestion. So we took it from suggestion to creation. To where everybody feels like
good.
They're heard. So this is an R11 with the R11 slide on top.
I mean, this is pretty cool. So you guys see the body right there. You got these gas pedals. I've used it. If you guys haven't seen my video on the channel, check it out. These gas pedals work phenomenal. The muzzle rise is almost non-existent. And there's another reason why that muzzle rise was non-existent, and that is on the barrel.
Correct. We use the FDES Works. They're out of Concord, North Carolina. FDES has a very unique ported system. He offers both ported and comped, and he has a new one out. I think it's called Got Ports, where it's like a V4, where he has
on the sides
ports coming out on the sides, and it was ingenious on what he did. So Will over there, he did a great job with the new FDES slide Got Ports. I think it's what he's going with.
That is pretty cool. So overall, this thing, guys, when you look at it, it's got some weight to him. Feels real good. Picatinny rail, good sights, obviously awesome barrel. Everything feels real good. It's got, again, some weight to it. So overall, if you want to have a very low recoiling P365 in a nutshell, I don't even know if this is P365 anymore.
Well, I'm not sure, because I don't know if you noticed this right here, Brandon. So this trigger.
Yeah, what's up with that?
This is a Ram tactical trigger.
Ooh. Do you mind holding my mic real quick? I don't think I checked it out.
Yeah.
All right, so guys,
go ahead and drop the mic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a little. It's got a pretty solid wall.
You feel the wall.
Yep. And then, it's got some weight to it, but it's super crisp. Super crisp. And then, very positive reset. Yeah, this is real good. This is good for carry. Like, if this was super light, I wasn't gonna like it. I love light triggers, but if you want to carry this thing, you do not want that light trigger. It's not good.
Right, yeah. And then we of course we have a strong relationship with Mascus Precision.
Yep.
So we still have that one piece.
Very good. Yep. And flared magwell.
And we did the flare magwell. We also got the carry magwell as an option as well. These are the hex grips.
Yep.
So we keep doing more options, and it's what you guys want. You guys ask us what we want to do next.
Absolutely.
And we try to do whatever we can to make it happen for you guys.
No, it's really cool. I really do like this setup, this system. What's the like a pricing on these? With the optic, without? Do you provide optics, or is it just for show?
No, yeah, the optics are just for show, but they're coming in right at $1,900, well equipped.
So fully loaded, pretty much about $1,900. You guys can have this. When you look at the 2011 market out there, some high-end stuff, this is still pretty low on there. But again, the customer who wants this, they're going to be enthusiasts.
Yes, they're very specific when they're coming after the 365.
Absolutely. Cool. Guys, check out ECM Precision. Mark, thanks a lot for your time, man.
Hey, thank you, brother.
Yep. All right, guys, here we are at SAR USA, and I've got Heather with us. Heather, great seeing you again, because we met briefly yesterday. And tell us all about your new products here at SAR.
All right, so we have our SOCOM Compact Comp. We've got it featured right here. We have it in green, and then we also have it in all black. And what we did is we took our compact SOCOM and worked hand in hand with Dawson Precision, and he developed a ice comp with his proprietary recoil spring for our gun. This is going to be hitting the market in September. It is ultra flat, reduces the recoil, and it's going to be at a price point of about $799.
That is really, really cool. And I know a lot about the SOCOM gun and SAR 9s in general, and you guys know that. The recoil spring is so soft when compared to the other SAR 9s. All right, we had a little interruption over at the PA system, but we're back, and look at it. We have a different gun in our hands too.
Right.
So
this is my gun. I
That's right. Oh, that is your gun.
This is my gun.
Is that the one that I shot?
Yes, this is the one that you shot. This is the one that I've been shooting. Right now, it's probably got about 4,000 rounds through it. The recoil spring, the biggest thing is people will design a comp, but they don't think about the recoil spring. You want it to still be able to run all types of ammo. So this will shoot your competition ammo. It'll shoot whether it's 115s, 124s. It'll run everything.
Very nice.
With this recoil spring, which that merriment of the recoil spring to the comp is really what makes this thing such a flat shooter. I mean, our SOCOM compact and any of our guns, they shoot well and they shoot flat. But yeah, you throw a compensator on there and you get to really rock and roll with it.
Yeah, and Dawson Precision, those guys are freaking awesome, man. I'm so happy to see SAR USA teaming up with them and coming up with this. And at an MSRP, pretty freaking good too. And I can speak on SAR 9 all day long. Yeah. It is one of my favorite polymer guns out there. It's a very well balanced gun, feels really good in the hand. And now with this new upgrades, just took it to a different level. I love this thing. And these are available right now?
They are coming soon. They'll be available in September.
Okay, in September in pretty much all stores out there.
Yep, all the stores. You can find them at Scheels, Sportsman's Warehouse, Bass Pro Shop, and then dealers all across the country.
That is awesome. And that is your Dawson Precision one. And if I just grab a random SAR 9, oh, this is a SOCOM too. Tell us about this gun a little bit.
Yep, so this is our SOCOM compact. So if you look...
Oh, there we go. There's that guy right there.
Thank you.
Hey man, we love you. No, we're not now.
Yeah. So. I'm actually late. I was supposed to do this start at noon.
Go for it. All right, interruption number 2, finally done. And before we get to that number 3, we're gonna make this quick.
I'll be fast.
Yes. Ooh, and that one right there.
All right, so this is our standard SOCOM. So this is our SOCOM compact. We also have our SOCOM full size. And we have this whole SAR lineup, the whole SAR 9 lineup here for you guys. We have our subcompact, compact, full size. On this table, we've got our sport and full size models as well as our K-12. So we have a little bit of something for everybody, and we're excited to walk through all of it with you guys.
Yeah, Heather, thanks a lot for your time, guys. Check out SAR USA. Truly, when it comes to best for the bang for the buck, they offer one of the best products out there. So thanks a lot. Appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. Take care.
All right, guys, we've come to the end of another Goals event. This was our 2nd year. We'll see what happens on the 3rd year. Bunch of good people here. It was a great time seeing our friends and obviously checking out some new manufacturers, new products. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think? And we look forward to doing this thing again next year. Gun Owners of America, great organization. Definitely support them. They fight for our Second Amendment rights all the time. Anyways, also check out